What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassidy and this is my planted paradise. So for today's video, I just wanted to give you guys some growth updates because I've definitely had a lot of things growing since I last showed you guys. So yeah, I figured that's what we would do today. Pretty quick and easy, but should be kind of fun. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first leaf I want to show you guys is, well, there's actually several leaves since you've last seen this plant. It's my Monstera Thai Constellation. So I actually have two different plants potted up into this pot. So since I've been gone, it's pushed out. This is gonna be extremely hard to do, so bear with me. And my phone's going off. It pushed out this beautiful leaf from the node because it was a node cutting, and then it pushed out this leaf afterwards. Has its first fenestration right there, and I'm just amazed because look at how much speckling is on that leaf compared to, okay, my phone keeps going off, compared to, like, this is one of the older leaves. There was still decent amount of speckling, but these leaves, it's just absolutely insane. And then on the big top part of the plant, I got this leaf, which is pretty nice. It has a couple of the larger sections of variegation on it. But you guys, most recently, it's put out another new leaf. And I'm amazed and I'm in love. And it's amazing and beautiful and everything you could ever want it to be. And here she is. Look at all of that white or cream color on it. I'm trying to hold it a little bit more steady, but it's finally got, I mean, this leaf did have double fenestration, but it's continuing on. It's got fenestrations on the inside and on the outside here. And the variegation is just insane. Let me see if I can get it closer for you guys. Look how pretty that is. It's so stunningly gorgeous and beautiful. I'm so obsessed. I'm obsessed, and there's nothing else to say besides that I'm obsessed. So I actually want to look at the roots really quick and hope that they're doing well. She started growing, like, these two new leaves on the node, the smaller leaves, they came out pretty much one after the other. Like, one came out and immediately it started pushing out this next leaf. And this leaf, it was the same way. The plant was really stagnant for a while. It had 3 leaves on it. Here's another one of the older leaves right here. And then there's this one down here that looks a little bit insane. And then after it pushed out this leaf, it really quickly started on this one. So I'm thinking the roots are doing fairly decent. So let's go ahead and look and see how they do. It's kind of hard to get out of this basket, so give me a second. Ugh. I got it. Okay, so let's, oh yeah, the roots look really good right now. And mind you, this is probably 3 or 4 gallon pot in here, so it's not a small pot by any means, and it's definitely, if you could see at the bottom, it's definitely starting to really fill out this pot. Look at that. That's insane. Wow. So yeah, I'd say the roots are happy, and that's probably why she's starting to grow so much, because these roots look amazing. And it does have drainage. Okay, I had to put that down while I talk. It's not the least heavy thing. So I actually got this basket from Walmart, and it came with that plastic inner like pot, or it's really supposed to be a lining for it, but I cut it out of the basket so that I could remove it, and then I put this big 8-inch saucer down in there and cut a hole in the bottom of the liner so I could use it as a pot, and it's working really great as you can see. So yeah, I really water this guy just a little bit, like once a week, maybe probably once every 2 weeks, and I feed it with every single watering because Monsteras are pretty hungry, and I think I finally have the care down for this guy, and I'm so excited to see what else it can do. So that's the first plant, my Monstera Thai Constellation. Okay, the next plant is my Variegated Hoya Obovata. So this guy was growing, it was doing okay. I had this in my grow tent previously, which receives really extremely bright light, and I recently decided to move a lot of my Hoyas, almost all of them actually, out of the grow tent. And since I did that, it just shot off all of these new leaves you see here at the top. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's this other growth point that started as well. So I would say if you have a variegated Hoya Obovata, try to give it a little less bright of light, because I feel like I was blasting it way too much and it's liking the little bit of lesser harsh light conditions that it was getting, and it's not super humid or hot. It's pretty much regular room temperature, humidity, all of that, and it seems to love it a lot more. Like, look how good it looks. You can kind of tell compared to these old leaves, they're kind of a lighter, more bleached out looking green. And then if you look at the newer leaves, they're a nice dark green. Look how pretty they are. Ugh, I'm loving this guy right now. This is probably one of my top favorite plants at the moment, just because I love how it's growing. I love what the leaves are looking like. It's just doing the most at the moment for me, and I love it. But that is the second plant, new growth, I wanted to show you guys, my variegated Hoya Obovata. Okay, the next plant we have is another Hoya. It is the Hoya Quinquenervia. So this is another one that I moved out of my grow tent recently, and it's just been living out in the world, and it's doing so good right now. You can see here are all these brand new dark shiny leaves, and again, if you compare it to these older leaves, they're definitely a lighter green, a little bit more bleached. And then look at these new leaves. They're a nice, beautiful, shiny, glossy, darker green color. So currently it has 1, 2, 3, and then it's working on a 4th active growth points. So there's this vine that gave me that leaf and this leaf, and then there is this one over here. It's just got that one leaf so far. Then inside, this one still is not hardened off yet, and it goes into these 2 new little baby leaves. And then if you look really carefully right there, you'll see there is another brand new growth point that is starting. So yeah, she's growing super well. I think she enjoys it outside of the grow tent, not getting super crazy conditions. It's pretty regular conditions. I really need to go ahead and put this on a trellis and get it all situated, but I'm just so happy. Look how good those new leaves look. I love them. Okay, so that is the Hoya Quinquenervia. The next plant I want to show you guys is my Philodendron Florida Beauty. So she's been doing pretty well lately. Yeah, I don't know. I have her on this lazy moss pole, which I don't really see any roots on yet, but I am hopeful. And she is rooted in a pond mixture with pretty heavy perlite because I was giving so many of my aroids root rot when my mental health wasn't super great because my watering was so inconsistent. But anyways, so she pushed out this new leaf. It was the first leaf out of a new growth point, so it didn't have a top cut to it. So she pushed out this leaf, which I think the variegation looks super beautiful, but it did come out a bit deformed on this side. And then she most recently gave me this leaf, which it does have these striping inside of it. If you know what that's from, let me know, or maybe it's just not hardened off all the way. I'm not super sure. Like the leaf before it doesn't have that really, but then this newest leaf does. But anyways, I'm still really happy with it. I love the variegation and that it's trying to mature a little bit, especially in comparison to what this leaf looked like. So there's that leaf. And then it does have another active growth point, which gave me this leaf, which again had that weird streaking in it. I don't know if it was maybe inconsistent watering and that's why this happened, or if it didn't harden off all the way. I don't know. Because then after this leaf, it gave me this newest leaf, which doesn't have that like streaking different shades of green in it. It looks super pretty, but it is an all green leaf. But I'm just going to leave it because I figure it's going to actually be kind of beneficial to the plant to have a stem that is solid green to give boost to the rest of the plant. Provides more chlorophyll and energy to it. So I don't know, I still like it, and I think this is such a pretty leaf on it. I'm not mad at all. So it's got this growth point, you can see right there, and then also the one up here at the top, and there is a new leaf on the way again right there, if the camera would focus right there. So yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty excited about her as well. She's doing fairly well. Even in the midst of my neglect, she has hung on pretty good. So that is the Philodendron Florida Beauty. The next plant is actually an Anthurium, so I'm pretty shocked by it. You can see there's a dead yellow leaf right there, but it is, I just can't find my words today. It is giving me new growth, but it is more like geez, I can't talk. It's more of a shock that this guy is giving me new growth because I basically killed all of my Anthuriums. I don't know what it is. I just cannot get down Anthurium care for some reason. But this guy, despite being heavily neglected, has pushed out this new leaf right here, which is the largest leaf on the plant so far. So let me see, the leaf before that one was this guy who got pretty messed up. It curled around while it was unfurling, so it's like a twisted leaf. And so if you compare the size of that leaf, this one, to its newest leaf, which is this one, you can tell it's totally increased in size. And I really don't think that this is fully hardened off all the way yet. And it also got a little messed up at the bottom here as well. So it would have been even longer, but still, just look at that. It's crazy. So yeah, I don't know. She's been so neglected and she's been through so much crap, and she's still here and kicking and putting out new growth. So if you want to try Anthuriums but you're looking for a really hardy Anthurium, I definitely recommend the Anthurium Pallidiflorum, if I didn't already say the name already. I don't know what her roots look like. Honestly, I'm scared to look because I feel like they're probably rotted. But even if they are rotted, I don't think I'll repot her because she just put out that new leaf and has another new growth point on the way. So we're just not going to disturb her. No, she's got some roots. You can see them there. And then if I go around, there's more up here and in here and in here. So yeah, she's got some nice healthy roots. So that is one of my only surviving Anthurium at the moment. I think I have I think I have 3 that are still alive and kicking, and then I've got a few seedlings. And that's pretty much it for my Anthurium collection, which used to be much larger. So it's kind of sad, but I am glad that this guy is sticking around. The Anthurium Pallidiflorum. Okay, the next plant I wanted to show you guys is this little guy. So this is my Dischidia Ovata, and I've had this guy for probably over a year now, and it's only this size. But that is because up until probably a month or 2 ago, I could not get this to root. I was given one vine of it from a friend, and I chopped it up into single node cuttings, and I seriously was trying to root them for like a year, which I don't know, that one might actually be rooted. Anyways, I wasn't able to get them to root for the longest time, but they finally rooted. And as you can see, there's new growth popping out everywhere. There's some here. There's that new baby leaf right there. There's these guys. And then there's also this cute, cute little Gemini leaf right there where it's split. I don't know, it's just so cute. So I'm so excited and happy that this finally decided to root for me and start growing, because I really wanted this plant for so long, and I'm so excited to have a nice little full trailing pot of this. I've always wanted one, and I finally achieved it, and I'm so glad I never gave up on it. I definitely considered it a few times, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna keep trying, and now here we are. She's starting to grow, so I feel like if I give this a couple months, keep giving it good proper care, it'll keep giving me new little baby leaves, and I'll have a nice little plant in no time of this. It's so cute. I love the Gemini leaf. I know it's weird and it's not supposed to look like that, but I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, that is my Dischidia Ovata. The next plant I wanted to show you guys is another Dischidia actually, and it is my variegated Dischidia Oiantha. So when I first got this guy, it was not trailing out of the pot like this. It was maybe like to here all around the pot, and now it's definitely trailing. It's a lot more full on this side than this side. I think that's just kind of how the way the vines are laying, but I'm thoroughly impressed and I'm really loving it, because if you look in here, there's actually so much white on these leaves. There are some fully white leaves. It's just so pretty. It has a perfect mix of green and white and mint, and I just cannot get enough of this plant. Like, I don't even know. It's so cute and so pretty. Like, look at all these like all white leaves. What even is that? But they stay on and they live and survive. I don't know. I really have been enjoying this plant, and it's really making me want to try out more different kinds of Dischidia, especially because this one and the Ovata are doing well. Kind of wondering if I should try out some more different kinds. I love how thick and succulent the leaves are, and I don't know, I just love it. It grows from everywhere. It will randomly just shoot out a new portion of the vine, like it's split right there. It just splits all the time on its own, so it gets really full really easily, and I am just pretty obsessed. Just look how cute this is. You can't tell me that's not cute. It's so cute. Maybe not in this lighting. My lighting is not great, but it's so cute. Just a perfect little trailing plant, in my opinion. I don't really have anything else to say besides it's freaking cute, and that's the only word I have to describe it. I love, 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 love this plant. And that is my Dischidia Oiantha Variegated. Okay, this next plant I want to show you guys is super unruly. It needs a nice trellis really pretty badly, but I just have been too lazy to do it, and it was just doing its thing for so long and doing it so well. I didn't want to disturb it, but now that I've brought it out and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to do something to help this plant grow better because it's trying. And it is this Hoya Quinquenervia. So when I first got this plant, it was just kind of like the base, although the base has grown a little bit as well. It was basically just here at the bottom, but in the past several months, it has just gone on this growth spurt of putting out these giant tendrils, and I don't know why. It's like it's reaching for light, but it's in my grow tent, and like I said, my grow tent has extremely strong, harsh light. So I don't know why that wouldn't be enough for it. So yeah, I don't know, but it's putting out these crazy long tendrils with all these super cute little heart-shaped leaves. That one's kind of wonky, but I'm really trying not to break any of these. But I don't think they love being bent around like this. But yeah, it's going kind of nuts. Like, look how cute these leaves are. They're so thick and succulent, and I severely neglect this plant. I water it every now and then. I just leave it in the grow tent, and this is how it's thanked me. So I think I am going to try to get this onto a trellis soon and check out its roots, because I think if I got it on a trellis, it would probably fill out and grow and look so pretty. So I think I'm gonna add that to my to-do list. But yeah, it's really hard to show you guys, but this is my Hoya Quinquenervia that is just going absolutely insane right now, growing in every single direction with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tendrils that are trying to climb up as fast and as far as possible. And yeah, I don't know. We need to get this guy under control, but that is my Hoya Quinquenervia. Okay, the next plant I wanted to show you guys is my SYNGONIUM AUREA. Now this guy, I actually had to cut back completely because it was completely, he's just gonna keep coming in and out and opening every single door he can. So this guy had to completely cut back because it was overran by spider mites, and it was just doing really, really bad. And I just figured I'm just gonna chop it up and regrow it, and here it is. It is finally being regrown. So look at those cute little leaves with the yellow variegation. And then it put out, let's see, I got this leaf, and then most recently it put out this leaf, and then it does look like one of the nodes was reverted and it's just solid green. But I mean, 2 out of the 3 that it looks like I have in here do have nice variegation, so that is a good sign. And I'm just excited that I didn't completely kill it. I really like Syngonium. They just, spider mites also really like them, and it gets on my nerves, and I end up just chopping them back completely and starting over every single time. So yeah, this is what we're left with, but I think it's regrowing really nice and cute, and it's doing pretty well. It's got some new healthy roots coming in. It needs a water. It's actually pretty dry right now, but I know I saw more than just that one, but I can't find them now. Anyways, that is my little Syngonium aurea. And finally, the last plant I wanted to show you guys is my Hoya Mathilde, and this guy just never stops. So every single time it starts to get like this, I take the vines and I try to pin them back onto this circle trellis, but I don't know, it might be time for a bigger trellis, because like you can see, I just have started clipping vines together to try to contain them, but she has just been popping off lately and growing in so many different areas. Like all of these are new vines that are shooting off. This one's already split into two. We've got all of this new beautiful growth right here. All of this in the front. It's just really going insane right now. And all that has changed is, again, I moved it out of my grow tent and just into my plant room where it's more of normal room conditions, and it seems to be enjoying it. Here's this little vine on the back. I don't know, she's going crazy and she really deserves a re-trellis. I think we just need to kind of restart because this is getting a bit insane, I would say. So I think what I might end up doing is tomorrow I will film a like plant chores, things I've been putting off video, and we will get some of these plants that need some attention figured out. But anyways, so this guy's just growing like crazy. Like look, this started as one vine and has since split off into 3. She's just wanting to grow everywhere. She's got peduncles all over the place. Layden, if you open a door one more time, I'm going to scream. You went front door, back door, garage door, garage door, front door. Open the big garage door, shut the big garage door.
I shut the big garage door and it didn't shut.
Front door. Anyways, it has peduncles all over the place, but it just has not flowered for me. Like, they are everywhere. There's one right in there, you can see. They're sticking off all over the place, but still. Never got a flower out of this guy. I don't know why or how, but honestly, like I've said before, I'm more in for the foliage anyways, so as long as she's giving me new leaves, that's fine. But I mean, look, there's another peduncle right there. Like, they're everywhere and not a single flower. Explain it to me, because I don't know. But anyways, that is the final plant. It is my Hoya Mathilde. Hello. Did you come to say goodbye? Vixen came to help close out the video. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's not a ton of super exciting things, but there's a few that I'm really excited about, like my Thai Constellation. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. No. Get. Okay. All right, thank you. Yeah, that's pretty much my life all the time. Go. Good. Go. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. I'm sorry the camera angle probably changed 20 times minimum. You go. I'm sorry that the camera angle probably changed 20 times and that my dogs are absolutely ruining this entire outro, but thank you guys so much for watching. Please like it if you enjoyed this video. Promise they're not all this hectic, especially in the end. Like, what are you doing? Get. Oh. I will just see you guys in my next video. Bye.